Phobias seem to be a dime a dozen anymore. It's a lot like Rule 34. If it exists, there's a fear of it. I've always been intrigued by fears because I like to understand the why to it, as in how did this fear come to be? I feel like my phobias are pretty common, but I'd like to share them anyways. And I know you may be thinking, wouldn't this video be more suited to Halloween than the middle of winter? To which I say, well, yeah.
Number 1. Arachnophobia.
The fear of spiders.
I know almost anyone falls into the category of either fearing spiders or snakes, or both. But mine is actually a bit simpler than that. I freak out when they're on me. I tried to find a name for this specific fear, but I don't think it exists. I actually fear something that isn't really named. I can have a spider in my apartment and I'm completely fine with that. As long as it's visible and in the same spot I last saw it, we cool. You're just doing your job of catching bugs, and I appreciate that. But there is one exception to that, and I call it the dime rule. Just as it sounds, if the spider exceeds the size of a dime, sorry, but the tribe has spoken. That's an old Survivor joke. I've been getting better about it and try to do the right thing by bringing them outside. But if they make a sudden move, why are you making me do this to you? The short story to how this fear came to be is I was watching the movie Arachnophobia. Surprise, surprise. My dad decided to run a sock up my arm, which my brain interpreted as a spider. So, yay for scarring childhood memories.
Number 2. Basophobia.
The fear of falling.
I actually just discovered the name of this one while doing research for this script. Ever since I can remember, I always hated being up high and looking down at the ground. I always felt like the ground was going to give out from underneath me, causing me to, well, obviously fall. I always thought this was the fear of heights, which technically it's intertwined into the fear of falling, but it has a different name, so it's different to me. I think it's the fact that if you were to fall from such a great height, that was unnecessary. If you fall, there's literally nothing you can do. You're absolutely helpless in those last moments and can't do anything except watch the ground approach. When I visited the Grand Canyon, #future video, my paranoia and anxiety skyrocketed due to this fear. It was always in my head that anyone casually walking by could just be like, oops, and push you over the edge. I tried doing research on if this has ever happened, but I couldn't find anything. So if you happen to know of a story of this happening, just let me actually know. I don't want to know, just keep that to yourself. And I'm sure someone will say, you should try walking on that glass walkway above the canyons. To which I can confirm, that footage already exists on the internet. But yes, I would love to try that sometime. Oh man, I'm running out of time on this video. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to split this up into 2 parts and tackle my last 2 fears in the next video. Until then, see you on the flip side. That was dumb.